Welcome back to Buzz TV. I'm Howard Wolpoff, your host from Profit Master Business Solutions. For any questions about business and more, click findnewrevenue.com. And we're here for 5 minutes with Nakie Fleming from Fleming & Associates Handyman Services, Inc. Nakie, welcome to the Buzz.
It's a pleasure.
So you have your hands in a lot of different things in people's houses because you run a handyman service. How did you get started in all that?
I got started into it as in the construction trades. Started out with painting, ship fitting back in the maritime days on the Navy ships.
Sure.
Then got into construction from things like scaffolding to plumbing, a little HVAC. So I got pretty much my hands in a little bit of everything. Like basically a jack of all trades, master of none. And then a lot of it is just surrounding yourself with the right people. So, a lot of stuff as a business owner, you realize you can't do yourself, but you put people around you that can handle the work. So, it's a team effort. It's not solo.
Exactly. And if you're working on a house, you definitely need the right team to do it. And you've built that team together over the last few years as you've launched out with your own business.
Correct.
So what made you get started with, I'm going to be a business owner in addition to all these great things I'm doing to help rebuild houses?
Well, I've always had a very high ambition drive. I've always been a leader, not a follower. And, I've always desired to start my own business, but was afraid to just jump out there. But I was like, you know what? I'm tired of making other folks rich while I continue to suffer. So I was like, you know what? It's time to make a move. So, pursuing your passions. I love helping people. I'm passionate about helping people. So it just, when you do what you love, it's not hard to do.
And you really go out of your way to help people in this process. You are definitely giving the right suggestions and solutions to people, even though they may have said, okay, this is what I need, but you take a look and say, this is what you really need, correct?
Correct.
And how is it that you get that sense of connection with people? What's the inner drive that you have in really running this business for them?
My biggest drive is obviously to satisfy a constituent, making sure they're happy, making sure I treat them like family, because we're like basically a family-oriented business, so I treat people like I want to be treated.
And it's a great way to do it, and people really do appreciate that. What do you find that people don't acknowledge about the needs in their house? Because you've probably seen it all. Like, what kind of crazy things are you seeing, and what things are people not noticing that you're noticing off the bat?
Well, for one thing, a lot of stuff they put off, or, it's not in the budget right now, or they put it off on the back burner for, things that they
in there. Yes.
Yeah. So when I come in, I notice certain things. I bring it to their attention. This is something that you need to check out. For example, I had a lady that had a dryer, that had issues with heating, and dryers are for 240 volts, so it can bring heat to a fire to your house. Mm-hmm. So after diagnosing it and breaking it down, found out the plug on the back of it, the little vent, the dryer vent was compacted with dust and particles from years of use without it being clean. And then it basically like a suction ball, a ball suction.
Okay.
Nothing but trash was why their dryer wasn't working. I'm like, they got 3 kids in the house. Like, this could kill you. So if I see little things like that that's going on, I bring it to their attention. Sometimes I encounter that when I go in somebody's home. Stuff that they didn't look at, that I teach my guys to look for and bring to their attention.
And that's a strength for you as a business owner, but just as when having the right person to come into your house, which definitely there's fears of who you're going to hire, knowing that there's someone who's going to care, who's going to look for those little details, who's going to look to find those pieces that you're not seeing as the homeowner, but they're finding for you to make sure that you're safe and your well-being is taken care of. That's very important in trying to hire the right person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then nowadays with everything, like Jacksonville is a huge conglomerate, metropolitan area. Who do you call? Who do you trust? You got places like Home Advisors, Thumbtack, Porch, but they don't tell you nobody. It's impersonal. Mm-hmm. You're going online, you're going to a computer, and they may send you anybody out there. Who do you know? Do you have a trust factor with them when you're doing that? So that's the big thing. It's calming their fears, relaxing their fears, answering questions that they have, and make them know that you're reliable and trustworthy. I'm accredited with the Better Business Bureau. Have been since March of 2019. So I'm open review. You can go online and check me out. www.FlemingAssociatesServicesofFlorida.com. And answer any questions I have about me.
And that's key. The people who are hiring, I'm glad that we're sharing this with an audience to know that here's a trustworthy person for your home needs and repairs that they can feel good about hiring. Again, give us that website one more time.
It's www.flemingservicesoflorida.com.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us and really sharing, I guess, really alleviating the fears of hiring someone, because the people now have a sense of here's a reputable person who's going to go that extra mile for their repairs. So thank you for sharing your story today.
My pleasure.
And thank you. And thank you very much for joining us. To learn more about Fleming & Associates Handyman Services, Inc., go to jacksonvillebuzz.com. But go out, have a great day today, and we will see you next time.